Hey everyone, how you doing? Wade McElwain here from DraftKings and NFL in London. It is week 2 in the NFL, and how exciting it is. Joining me to my left, David Whitney, comedian, actor, NFL fan, Giants fan. Also Ryan Call, NFL in London, and joining us today, Will Gavin. Nice to have you guys here. Will, you also do a podcast as well.
Yep, delighted to be at the Gridiron Show, part of Gridiron Magazine. There, I've got my plugs in early.
Hey, it's all right. Get your plugs in. Let's just see how well you do a little later as we get onto it. All right, we're going to go through a lot of the games and some of the match previews that are going on for this week. Ask these guys their predictions. Go through. Let's start with a big game. We're talking a big AFC battle. Cincinnati Bengals versus Pittsburgh Steelers. Both 1-0 teams. Pittsburgh favored by 3 points. Will, how are you looking at this game?
Do you know what? I've been on the Bengals bandwagon the entire offseason, and it felt like a lonely position to be in.
Yeah, it's a small bandwagon.
Everyone is taking the Steelers for the division. A lot of people are even taking them for the AFC. I kind of have to pick the Bengals here purely because I'm so on them. I think defensively, they're a better team than the Steelers, and I think with AJ Green and with Andy Dalton looking like a top 10 quarterback towards the end of last year and the start of this one, they're going to pick on that Steelers secondary, and the Bengals are going to beat them.
That's a good call. Ryan and I were talking about this earlier. Antonio Brown obviously got injured last year by the Bengals. Ben Roethlisberger injured by the Bengals, lost their playoff chances last year. Is Antonio Brown going to be shaking that rump in their face?
You cannot stop Antonio Brown. He's been unbelievable. This Pittsburgh team is incredible. Like what they did to Washington on Monday night without Le'Veon Bell, without Martavis Bryant, they just looked like they don't even need those weapons. It's the Antonio Brown and Ben Roethlisberger show. It will be that all year. They're going to be unstoppable, to be perfectly honest with you. I think this is the best Pittsburgh team we've seen in about 10 years, to be honest with you. They don't have the best defense, but that offense will not be stopped, especially when Le'Veon Bell comes back.
I also thought DeAngelo Williams looked incredible last week. This week he's going up against DeMarco Paco, Geno Atkins, maybe the best two inside defensive tackles in the league.
Perfect's out too as well, so I mean that's going to be a different thing for, it's still tough. It's going to be tougher for him this week.
I think I both agree and disagree in the fact that it is the Antonio Brown and Rosberg show, but that's because that's what they've got. And if they can stop that, if they're a defence like Cincinnati, who are so familiar with them, can stop that one route of defence, I'm not sure what else.
But that's what you thought they would have done last week, and you saw that for some reason Antonio Brown last week was not double-teamed. They were playing with Washington, but then Washington got Josh Norman, who's supposed to be this straight-up, shut-down corner, and he wasn't even on him. They were like afraid. Everyone's so afraid of Antonio Brown right now, and I think we're seeing why, because this is why he was the number 1 draft pick in fantasy. The dance was probably the best part of the whole entire week. And that's what he's going to be doing to fantasy teams all year. He's just going to be twerking all over them. I have him on my team, so I'm very happy to have him. But this is just, I think Pittsburgh's onto something special. If Roethlisberger can stay healthy, I don't see why he's not going to be up there for MVP.
He's been playing well, but the other side of the ball, let's look at AJ Green, who basically humiliated Revis last week. Is Pittsburgh being able to stop AJ Green this week? What do you think?
Pittsburgh secondary, I mean, their best corner is William Gay, and he is a mid-level corner at best. Beyond that, it's their weakest area by far. They're trading for 6th-round picks for guys who have never shown anything in the NFL whatsoever. They're taking flyer draft picks on guys who have shown absolutely nothing whatsoever. It's by far the weakest part of the Steelers team. AJ Green, little spoiler for later, I think he's a must lock in for any daily fantasy this week.
Okay, good call. So if you were to pick a score in this one, Will Gavin, what would you pick in this one?
I think it'll be surprisingly tight, but I think it'll be, I'm going to go Bengals 21, Steelers 16.
He's got that ginger affinity.
Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Me and the red rifle, 100%.
You always got to. They stick together. They stick together.
It's a hate
no,
crime.
I think this is going to be. Antonio Brown got knocked out of that game last year, so this is his time to step up and show him what he's got. He could get knocked out again, but Perfect isn't playing, so he should be fine. He should be fine. I think Pittsburgh's going to win this easily by about 10 points. I think they've just been showing that they can't be stopped, and until I see anyone that can stop them, I don't see how Ben Roethlisberger is going to sit back and throw it. DeAngelo Williams can step in. I just don't see anyone stopping Pittsburgh right now.
All right, and Dave, what do you call on this one?
I think it will be very tight. I'm going for a 21-all tie.
Whoa, he's calling a tie already.
Oh, wow.
I've got
I
it.
think even if the red rifle has a red bowling ball right next to him, They're still going to struggle, but I think they can do it. I'm going to go.
Dave's called
Yeah,
the first
let's-
tie of the season. I'm calling 21-20 for Pittsburgh.
I think we should make him do that bet for real. Bet on the tie to see if put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly.
To be honest with you.
I will put every penny I have on me.
So 20 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. You guys can play along. We're doing, if you're coming down to the Hippodrome, we are playing a contest. If you go to draftkings.co.uk /thehippo, you can play against everyone in the UK. First prize this week, 2 tickets to Indianapolis versus Jacksonville. That's right, just play along on DraftKings. Come down to the Hippodrome Casino. It's going to be fun every week.